Alright, welcome to my unboxing of lots of stuff and lots of RCs. I just got this in the mail and figured I'd share it because the YouTube channel craze has caught me, and I think that I need to share everything RC related with the world, or my 86 viewers that I get on average on videos. So I got this in today from Hobby King. I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's not that big of a package, but it should have quite a lot of stuff. I hope this lighting setup works better than my usual one. It's pretty uncomfortable for me, but as I want to make everyone on YouTube like me, that doesn't matter. So I have this set up now. There's more light here. There's no chair here though. Okay, first off, it's the lipo bag. It's a different design than the ones I usually get. I think this one is square, which I don't know if that's better, or it looks triangular actually, like that. It was probably just really cheap. No, it is square. I hope the glass fibers aren't going to cut my hands like lipo bags always do. So I guess that's good for square lipos to put in. Awesome. Alright, a pair of pliers. I've been contemplating getting these for a long time. The needle nose ones, I never figured I'd need them, but I always got in situations where I did need them, so I ended up buying them in the end. These are very cheap. They are, I have the cutting version of this. That one's pretty shitty quality because the rubber keeps coming off, but the cheap prices persuaded me just to buy it again, even though I know that it's pseudo crappy. Alright, I'm going to put this here. A bag full of nothing. Shrink wrap. Can never have enough shrink wrap. I have the small and the slightly bigger one. I was running out. Always useful. I put that in my lipo bag so they don't spontaneously combust, as shrink wrap is known to do sometimes. A servo horn. I honestly don't remember getting this. These are generally pretty good and always useful. They forgot to give me the grub screw. That's great. No, wait, here it is. Not sure what I'll use this for. Hello, Whippet. I got some 100,000 weight diff oil because I needed that for center diffs and front diff on the Mad Force. I think I'm going to try that to see if I can get it to crawl a little bit better, even though it already crawls pretty good. Okay, I'm actually gonna, I'll open this now. Car and truck, brushless system, high-tech, high-speed, powerful. Wow, big words from our friends at the king of our hobby, the self-proclaimed king that is. But in general, they do offer some good stuff, so I guess they can get away with that name. Manual. Hey, Whippet. So nicely packaged. Okay, so this is a 120 amp speed controller from Hobby King. The one that looks really crappy, but apparently is pretty good. Censored ESC, and I'll show you in a little bit what I'm going to use that in. So I'm going to leave that there. I wanted to fall out like that. That's exactly how I planned this. FlySky FSGT2 G3 receiver. Can't have enough of those. Actually, I need more of these. I'll show you what I'm going to use it for. Don't it? Hey, hold. Okay. Hopefully the spine of my Whippet is not in the way of the viewfinder. Okay. I don't know what this is. What would this be? Oh, no, that's not how it opens. It opens like this. Oh, right. This is a smaller speed controller. It's in fact a 60 amp X-Car Racing brushless, sensorless/censored ESC. And I'm also going to show you, I'm going to put that in. So I'll leave that there with the box so I don't get confused later. Okay, awesome. Turner G power system. What is this? Oh, I remember. It's a digital servo. I was going to get a more expensive one. This one, I ended up getting a $24 one because I ran out of money. It has some pretty decent specs. I think it's 20 kilograms worth of torque. It's pretty good. It's just a spare for one of my big 1/8 skills. I just had to put my last spare that I had in warranty for because the servo broke down. So this is my new spare. It's actually a nice metal box that it comes with. That'll be reusable. Okay. What else? What else? I told you there'd be a lot of stuff in here. This is a programming board for, I think, both of the speed controllers. Then there's a whole lot of similar packages. I'm only going to open one of these. I guess you already guessed it. It's a LiPo. And this is supposed to be one of their absolutely awesome ultra nano super mega Destructo packs. And this is the 7500 mAh one, 90C discharge. Surprised at how small this thing is, given the enormous mAh rating that it has. That's good though. I'll be able to fit it into a lot of my RCs. First tests that people have done, also on URC, have been pretty good for these things. I have high hopes for these things, especially for the longevity, because I've had a lot of LiPos giving out on me lately. That's why I had to buy these. I literally almost ran out of batteries to run my RCs. Go figure, right? I have 10 RCs with no batteries to run them. That's a suboptimal situation, so I hope that these batteries will cure that problem. More similar shaped boxes. Again, I'm only going to open one of these. It's more LiPos. This is the cheapo regular Turner G 5000 mAh hard case LiPo. What is this? Wow, it says 60 to 120 C discharge. I did not know that. I thought it was kind of a crappy discharge rate. Either way, I had a 4000 milliamp version of this, and those batteries were excellent and they lasted a long time. I ended up selling them to the guy that bought my EMTA because he didn't have any LiPos and he wanted to drive it straight away. So these are pretty cheap, but I'm hoping that these will be good and last me a long time. So happy with that. So at least I have two new sets of 2S batteries. Most of my trucks run on 4S, or I run them on 4S most of the time. So that's definitely very welcome. I have a lot of soldering to do. Okay, last thing in the box, I don't need that anymore, is 1/8 scale brushless censored motor. And this thing, I used to have this actually. I had it in my low C8T. It was a bit too small for that. And I got a bigger motor and I ended up selling it and actually got lost in the mail, so that one just disappeared on me. I did like it as a motor, especially as a buggy motor, so I figured it was fate and I would just get it again, and hopefully it'll work really well with the our tipped over 120 amp ESC here. That should be a good combo. Let me get right into what I'm going to put that in. And if you seen my collection video, you should already have seen it. This is my team associated RC8. So it's not the RC8.2E, it's not the RC8BE, it's the version before that. I obviously got this second hand. I got it for $100. It has some OFNA big bore shocks, because these originally came with small shocks. This is actually the RC8 that Jang also used to have, if I'm not mistaken. It comes with carbon fiber shock towers out of the box, I think. They're still on here and they're looking good. So I'm really wondering how durable those are going to be. In general, it looks like a good kit. So I'm going to put this combo in it. I have my RTR Vorza servo in it already. So that should make for pretty cheap electronics in a cheap buggy. But it should be durable and it should run great. This is really going to be the car that I really don't care about because it's not very expensive, so I can really thrash this thing and I can loan it out to friends or anyone that wants to drive one of my RCs. I'm going to run it strictly on 4S, that's why I got the 120 amp ESC with a 2350 kV motor and a decent pinion. It should be fast enough anyway. So yeah, so I'll have something to compare to the Vorza, so I'm really interested to see how that goes. The Team Associateds have a really good reputation when it comes to durability, and I plan every time I break something, I'll just replace it with the RC8.2 version of the part and upgrade it gradually like that if that is required, because I'm expecting this to be pretty durable out of the box. And eventually I'll have a review up for this, even though you can't get this anymore. You can get it, you could get one used, I suppose. And I'll do all my usual tests with it as well. Alright, very much looking forward to putting these electronics in. I've had the buggy for, I guess 2 months now. So yeah, very excited about that. Okay, the next thing. This is actually my birthday present I got this year. Come in, Kitty, come in. Yes, I know it's very cold outside. So, I got the Stampede VXL 2-wheel drive. And actually, I didn't get the RTR, I got a roller. Because from my hobby shop, you can get a roller. They just take out all the electronics and they sell them separately and they just ship you the roller with nothing in it. This one was on sale. I know my mom got it for me, but it was pretty cheap. It was a bit over $100, which is a good price for a whole lot of truck. Here it is. And I just think this thing is beautiful, actually. I'm really happy to have a Traxxas again. My only Traxxas I ever had was my Mini Revo that I got as my first real RC. And there's something about the Traxxas, they're, I mean, yeah, you know, out of the box it's not going to be the best vehicle, but you have so much aftermarket support and part support for it that it's just really easy to upgrade or to repair. And I do like the fact that it has a lot of plastic and it's just so light. Yeah, and why did I ask for a Stampede 2-wheel drive? Well, first of all, I don't really have a 2-wheel drive performance monster truck. I have the Wild Willie, but that of course is kind of a vintage truck. Also, I don't really have a 1/10 scale monster truck. I guess the Mini Savage is the closest thing. It's 1/12 scale. And I wanted the durability of 2-wheel drive because there's just not a lot of components that break. And I wanted the challenge of driving 2-wheel drive as well. So just to switch it up. And of course, it's just an iconic vehicle. And I look forward to slowly upgrading it. First things I'll do to it is get the aluminum caster blocks and some aluminum shock caps. And with that, it should already be a pretty decent vehicle, and I'll slowly upgrade the other parts. Maybe put some RPM on it, maybe True Track, maybe some aluminum skid plates, T-bone stuff. We'll see how the transmission holds up. If it doesn't, then I'll put something else on it. Maybe get some new wheels, but for now I'm just going to run the Talons. I don't really care about a lack of grip. I mean, it's not going to be my highest performing vehicle anyway. Alright, I already installed the motor that I have, which is an Orion 4100 kV motor that I initially had in my Savage XS. I have a very old servo that actually came out of my Bearhawk, which I think will do the job for now. It's a Futaba. Those are pretty decent. I may get something a little bit better, or maybe even put in my spare servo if I have to. So, and I have the 60 amp ESC. I'm mainly going to run this on 2S. Should be quick enough with a 4100 kV motor. maybe I'll do some speed runs on 3S and see how fast this thing can go. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, it's a pretty big haul for me, as they call it. Lots of parts, lots of batteries, 2 new vehicles. That brings me to a total of 10 vehicles, which is a ridiculous amount as far as I'm concerned. So I won't be buying any more vehicles in the foreseeable future. I'll just be buying some upgrades for the ones that I already have, and maybe I don't know, get some more batteries, those kind of things you just need on the side. Yeah. So that's it from Hilmoy for now. Hope that was I don't know, fun, I guess. Maybe educational. I don't see how this would be particularly educational. But thanks for watching. It's always good if you watched it.